what's going on everyone? Ethan Nader here with Spektrum, and right now a lot of people are building new airplanes, setting up new airplanes, and just gearing up for the 2024 flying season. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this Hangar 9 Pawnee Brave 20cc. And I'm at the point where I want to set up my Failsafe, so I thought I would take a moment to share this video with you all and explain to you my process on setting up Failsafe through forward programming on Spektrum transmitters, and also explaining what Failsafe is for those of you who might not know. First, I'm going to be answering the question of what exactly is Failsafe. Well, Failsafe is essentially a safety feature that a lot of RC pilots use so that in the unfortunate but also unlikely event that the receiver loses communication with the transmitter, the receiver will configure the aircraft in a specific way that is pre-set up by the RC pilot through their transmitter. Now, this is a big safety precaution, especially on bigger aircraft like this, just because if you lose signal, you definitely don't want the throttle to be stuck wide open, or even on a gas model, the ignition remains on and the engine just keeps running and you essentially have no control over it, which can ultimately prove very harmful in the long run. So I'm going to be showing you all the quick and easy way how to set up your Failsafe through forward programming on Spektrum transmitters. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so with the model powered up and the receiver bound to the transmitter, as you can see, that will open up the forward programming option in the function list. So go ahead and click on forward programming. Taking you to the main menu, you can see that there are two options, gyro settings and other settings. We are going to go into other settings, and right here we're going to select Failsafe. And there's two options. We're going to save capture Failsafe positions for later, so go ahead and click into Failsafe. And as you can see, here are the outputs for all of the surfaces and the throttle. So the first one's going to be throttle, and as you can see, the custom Failsafe is defaulted to preset. Now the position is -100, so basically no matter what position that your throttle was in, whenever the receiver loses connection to the transmitter, the throttle will automatically go to -100, so basically it will shut off completely. Now the other surfaces are preset to hold last, which essentially means that no matter what position that your transmitter was in, it's basically going to hold that position at the time that the receiver lost connection to the transmitter. So whatever input you have, it's just going to hold that position. Now I'm going to change that to preset like on the throttle. So I'm going to change that to preset by just clicking on the scroll wheel, going over to all the surfaces. I'm going to change those as well. So with all of the surfaces and the throttle set to preset, that means that whenever we click on Capture Failsafe Positions, you can see that there is an Apply button. But first, we are going to make sure that the transmitter is configured in the way that we want the receiver to configure the airplane if the unlikely and unfortunate event that your transmitter loses connection to the receiver. So typically, you want to make sure that your throttle is low, your throttle hold switch is activated, and then any other switches, basically I like to make sure that it is in the clean configuration, so flaps are up as you can see, and sometimes I like to hold a little bit of up elevator like so. Now whenever I hit apply, the capture failsafe positions is essentially going to capture the failsafe position. So now that means that in the unlikely event that the transmitter loses connection to the receiver, it's going to configure the aircraft in the preset position that we just did in the transmitter. So check this out. So I'm going to give a little bit of throttle, as you can see right here. I'm also going to hold the surface up and left aileron, as you can see. So turning the transmitter off. You can see that the model went into Failsafe. It gave that little bit of up elevator input and a clean configuration with no throttle. And just like that, Failsafe is now set up in this Hangar 9 Pawnee Brave 20cc. As you can see through forward programming, it's a very simple process and a very big safety measure. So thank you all for watching, and keep an eye out for more Spektrum tutorials coming soon.